Hello everyone. I am doing a ball joint doll box opening, and I have a little helper here. She's like 1/6. She's really small. This is a doll Pam, a Ruby. I think I have a video of her box opening as well. I actually bought her secondhand from another member of one of the ball joint doll groups that I'm in. But the reason that I picked her to help with this box opening is because inside is another little Anthro character like her. So I thought it'd be fun to have her here and compare her to the one that I am opening up. I think I'm gonna have to set her aside though, because she doesn't really stand very well on her own. I don't want her to fall over. So we'll just have her off screen until the new doll comes out, and then we can have them comparing to each other. All right, I'll just set her kind of next to the camera so she'll be watching. All right, so this is a ShouShou doll, Niko, I believe. It's the little Anthro girl character with like deer elements. I think she comes with hoofed feet and then maybe horns. She had human part options. I didn't opt for any of those, so I did order this through BJD, and they are starting to come in for people, so I hope other people are welcoming this cute little doll to their home as well. Anyway, I just want to do a box opening so everybody can see how she looks. So this is my first doll, I believe, from ShouShou doll. The box looks really nice. It has a little scuff, but I'm not too concerned with that. So here it is inside. Really nice, like gold foily print. So ShouShou doll, and it has, I guess, maybe their website on Taobao. I don't shop on there because I don't understand how. I know you have to have like a representative or something to that effect, or like an agent to help you purchase, and I feel like I'm probably missing out. But thanks to BJ Divas, I was able to get this lovely little doll without having to go through Taobao and trying to do all that. So here again is the box. It's just front print at all. Nothing else really anywhere else in the box. Top and bottom is just the blank, and it is a lift-off lid. So let's lift it off and see what it looks like. My kiddo's in the background laughing his head off over there at something he's watching. So on the inside we have a really nice like satiny pillow or covering, it looks like. So let me open that up, and then it looks like individual pieces are wrapped in like that kind of like styrofoam, like foldable wrap stuff. So I'm just gonna take out the parcels one by one. So I don't remember exactly what I ordered since it's been a while. My child is just giggling his head off over there. So we'll take these parts out and then take a look at them. I have 1, 2, 3. I really don't even remember what I ordered exactly. 4. Oh my gosh, and then here she is. She looks so cute. So her head cap is like slightly off, but I think it's just magnetized or something. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. But I just want to show you guys what she looks like already, just in the package here. So when I ordered her, she still had the like clear resin hoof parts available. I think I ordered her back in July of 2020. I didn't really get a lot of option parts. I liked her just as they had her advertised. So she just lifts right out. And this like satin thing is just one big pillow. I don't see like ties or anything like that. Oh, and then on the bottom here, let me just set her down for just 1 second here. I know you all just want to see her face and her design. So there is a certificate here. Very nice little envelope. Has that same like gold leaf print. And you just kind of pop it open. Let's see what's on the inside here. Oh, there is actually some spare magnets maybe, or they may not be spare, they might be the pieces for her horns, or they may be extras, I'm not sure. Ooh, a really pretty, oh, I'm gonna have to show you guys this up close. So this is like, I guess this could be considered the, oh yeah, it is. So this is kind of cool. All right, so this would be the certificate of authenticity. It's like, it's almost like a credit card. That's how it feels. It's like thick plastic. It has a really fabulous, like, shiny, foily print on there. And then it says ShouShou doll. That name, that type there, I don't know if that's the name of the doll, Niko or whatever. But on the bottom, it does have number 000998. So I was so close to number 1000. I gotta pause this. My kiddo needs to go to the bathroom. Hold on. Okay. Done with the bathroom break. All right. So that was the, I think that must be the certificate of authenticity. Number 998. Oh, it would have been cool to get like an even 1000, but that's okay. It's special nonetheless. And that's impressive if they've sold 1,000 of these dolls. But they're really cute, so I'm not surprised if they have. So what else do we have in here? Some sanding paper, 2 different grit levels. They definitely feel slightly different. I'm not really very familiar with sanding paper, but I guess for those people who know how to use it, here is a couple of postcards with this really adorable doll all done up. Backside has some QR codes. Another one. Actually, these are all of these are of this doll in different face ups. I love the pink hair. That's really what drew me into her when they released the pictures for this doll and a pre-order. I really love pink girly things, so I'm considering doing her hard hair that she came with in pink. Maybe purple, I don't know. Purple's my favorite color, but pink is just so cute and girly. Alright, so all that stuff came in this nice little envelope, including those 2 little magnets. So now let's take a closer look at this darling little doll. As soon as I can put this stuff back together. Well, whatever, I'll just set it aside. Alright, box is out of the way. So, this is how she appeared to me in the box. This head cap was slightly askew, but the, it's fine. It's not broken or anything. So here's a nice thing, if you can see that. It has a really clear ShouShou doll stamp in there. It's actually like raised up inside. So there's also like an image stamped into her head of the faceplate that I chose. It's like a bee. Oh, maybe that's faceplate B, right? So this is curious. Maybe it goes the other way. There we go. I think so. The magnets were, this wasn't put on, the head cap wasn't put on correctly. The magnets were opposite, so it was resisting closing. So let's just show these fabulous, fantastic clear resin hooves that are also heels. There's like a design scrolled into them if you can see the light catching them. They're really pretty. I just got the, I don't even remember what the skin tone colors were, but I just got the basic skin tone. And then I got just, I believe I just got one face wig, but I have all these options here. So I have the one of her, this is just all beast parts, I think would be what it was referred to as. And you know, it says she said that it was a 1/4 size doll, but gosh, she looks big. And I know I've seen other people's pictures and stuff, and I was surprised because I actually thought she was like smaller than that. I thought she was 1/6. So here she is. I have to bring her back because she's so big, right? Let me see if I can get a close-up of her face so you guys can look at that really quick. So again, just the beast part that I got. She has like an open mouth that's smiling, and there's 2 little teeth in there, and then her ears. The ears are part of the sculpt. They're not removable. It's a lower part of it's like the faceplate, and then the head cap doesn't have anything attached to it. There's no magnets or anything like that. Pretty standard hand shape, you know, kind of like just like a loosely open hand. So because of her big old hooves, I don't see that she would be able to really kneel unless you really brought her back or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it does look like it's like the knees are like double jointed, right? Or if that's the correct term. If you can see on the back side, and that's the same as her legs, so it should bend here and here. Or I'm sorry, it's the same as her arms. But let's just give her a quick stand test and see how she does on these big old hoof feet. So let's get her standing upright as much as we can. Sorry, I just have to face her towards me so I can make sure I got her all balanced here. And interestingly, I don't know if it's just the tightness of the stringing, which I'm not opposed to tight stringing because I think that helps, although I know people say that makes dolls a little kicky. Okay, so there you go. She's standing. I feel like, no, she's pretty decent. She's pretty solid looking here. I mean, those are big feet, so even though they're like heels down here, there's a big portion of the hoof that is like, you know, on the ground. I love the like curly detail of the fur here. It would be really great if it was on her wrist too. That's kind of like my doll Pam, a ruby. And I know in a few people's early orders or early receipt of this doll, the like breastplate here, or the bust, the resin was really super thin and was cracked. Mine is not like that, and it looks okay to move, but in just moving it, it like sounded kind of creaky, and like, I guess you have to consider the back too. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's more to tilt her side to side, maybe. I don't know, because it looks like it's a flat ridge back here. It doesn't like overlap, so I'm not really sure. Maybe to bend forward. I don't know. I'm not going to risk it right now because I don't want to break her right out of the package, but I do want to test these joints. So you have where you can bend it like that, right? But then it should also bend like that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, you just have to use a little effort, right? Because it has that double joint. It should be the same on the arm. So we have, this almost looks magnetic. Let's see. So we have, I don't know, that's a little different. There isn't like a beam there for it to, oh, actually, that's interesting. So it's like, okay, there we go. She can touch her face, right? That's always the curious thing. Or like, she's covering her hand, her big old cheesy smile, right? There you go. There's a little give there as far as the two joints. The arm joint is like, you can, it's not a solid beam, so it's not like you bend one side and then the other. It's, I mean, you still do that, but it's, it actually separates. Maybe that's if you have alternate parts or something. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so far, pretty darn cute. So, I like everything here. Let's take a look at some of these alternate parts. Actually, let me just compare her really quick to my 1/6 doll Pam. So she's a little kicky too, but I think she's actually quite a bit older, and she's actually strung a little loose. She has a very similar style premise. She has these little hoofed heeled feet, and she has fur here thanks little Niko for pointing it out. Instead of at the ankles like her, she has it at her legs and then at her like upper thigh. It almost looks like she's wearing like fur tights or something, and she has it on her arms as well. It's 2 different color resins, so it's like a really light chocolate and then like, you know, the standard like skin tone. She has a tail, and Niko definitely has a spot for her tail, which I'm sure that's one of these spare parts here. And I thought she had horns, which must be what those magnets are for, but there's no magnet set into her head cap like there is for this doll Pam. I'm not really trying to compare these 2 dolls. They're a similar premise, and I wanted to see what they look like together, and they look adorable. It's like she could be a big sister for this little one, or this could be like a little fairy in her world or something. I don't know. She's adorable though, and I can't wait to do more with her. All right, let me set her back down, and then we'll look at these extra parts for Niko. Let's see here. Let me get her out of the way. Hopefully her antlers aren't covering the video here. Okay, yeah, she's good. Oh, no, I see it right there. There's a little tiny one. Sorry. There we go. All right, so Niko, we looked at her clear resin hooves, and just in looking at it, there's like one tiny little scuff, which doesn't bother me. Will I ever color these, or I don't know. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. So let's just look at these spare parts and see what else I picked out here, because it's been, what, since July of last year, so we're going on about 10 months. I just don't remember exactly what I ordered here. So, see if I can get this open without too much cutting. Nicely wrapped, though. It looks like everything was really, you know, safely wrapped, so nothing would have arrived broken. There's like a little scuff on her leg here, too. I don't know. Maybe that's just a shadow, but the resin looks really good, I think, overall. Goodness gracious. Okay. So this, so of course, a couple of these pieces are going to be her resin hair, right? So this is a cute hair piece that was pink in the promos, right? And then it has 1, 2, 3 magnet joints. Well, not joints, but connectors. And that's just, they're here. It looks like a fourth magnet, but it's actually like an open like space of curl in her hair. So you'd see her skin between her hair right here, like where you can see my finger. So that's the front hair piece. Let me move this out of the way. I wonder if I can guess which one of these is the back hair piece. Maybe this smaller parcel, I don't know. Let's see if I can snip this open here. Nope, guessed wrong. All right, so this is spare hands and the horns. So these are alternate pieces that I guess I picked out, which I forgot that I even did that, as I've been mentioning along. So it's just in like a Ziploc baggie inside that like cellophane wrap or whatever it's referred to as. And I wonder how easy, it looks like the hands are on S-hooks, so you wouldn't have to, like, you know, completely unstring the doll to get the hands on. You would just have to stretch them out a little bit, put something in to hold the string, and then remove the S-hook. So we have like a number 1 for both right and left, I believe. Yeah, so there's like right and left number 1s, and then there is like right and left, like little like fisted hands, but with like the pinkies out. It's kind of cute. There isn't like super fine detail here, like you can't see nail beds on these. But you could probably, you know, paint them that way if you wanted to. Because you can kind of determine where that shape is. If it's there, it's really, really faint for nail beds. And then as far as the other clear resin parts, these are her really fantastic little ram horns. So nice, really pretty clear resin. There was no magnets, I don't believe, in her head cap. Let me take a look here. Yeah, there was just the attached, the magnets to attach the head cap to the faceplate. So then when you put these on, you'd have to put the magnets from the envelope, I guess, in her head, or maybe under her wig. I don't know how you would do that with the resin wig, because it probably sits flush, right? I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Because they definitely showed images, I believe, of the horns on the resin wig. I don't know. All right. So there's the spare pieces I got. So I have 3 hand sets, and then this, the horns, and then clearly one of these has to be the back resin wig, and then probably the other piece would be the tail, right? So this is probably, I'm just guessing, I would guess this is probably the back of the resin wig. Let's take a look here. I've seen so many people do really darling face-ups on her human part. Oh, nope, this is the tail. I guessed wrong. Oh, another fantastic, beautiful, clear resin tail. Look at that. It's like a fish hook. It's ginormous. So this is my hand. It's like almost the size of my hand, right? Look at that. That's really big. So the test is, will it stay on? I'm sure it will. I'm sure they designed it beautifully. So it has a really deep, like, hook in there. It's almost, let's see, what would that be? Octagonal, hexagonal. And it's like, you have to put it in at just the right notch, I think. And then there is a magnet set in there. I suppose because it is that way, you could set this at different angles. And it's going to stay. It's not going to move because it has those notches. So there's one way, right? Let's see if I can angle it a different way. It's just a gentle pull out. You can feel the magnet holding on, but it's not so strong that it's going to like be difficult to move. So let's see if I can put it up a different way, just to test this design out. So there you go. Now it's at a different angle. That's a really great design, actually. Because a lot of times with tails that I've seen, it's just a circle. So you can move it around, but if the magnet isn't strong enough, it kind of just droops back down to the bottom because of the weight. And this one definitely would be a very heavy weight on just a circular thing. It would always lay down. But with those notches, it actually makes it so you can pose her tail. That's really cool. And it's really fantastic resin. I mean, that's beautiful. I don't think I have any dolls with clear resin. I kind of like just the look of it plain. But in all those promotional pictures for her, they had her kind of colored or tinted, and I like that too. So maybe someday I will either get brave enough and start doing face-ups, or I will send this girl out to get done by a professional artist, not me, and then maybe I would have them color that, or give those clear resin pieces just like some coloring or some tint. Alright, so this has got to be the back of her resin wig. Yes, it is. So, ooh, that is a big piece. Okay, so the question is answered here. There are, oops, just dropped the bottom of the box with all those styrofoam wraps off my table. It's fine. It's just a box. So here's the back of the resin wig, and there are magnets set into the resin wig. So let's test it out and see if these cute little horns attach. Yeah, strong enough. It's holding it through the resin. Because of the shape of the wig, it's not necessarily flush per se, and it's a little like wiggly. You see that? If you see that, let me bring it closer. So it's kind of like not necessarily flush, but it's on there. I think, you know, for posing purposes and that sort of thing, you're gonna be fine. So let's put both on and just see what it looks like. Now that one's curious. That one definitely is like offset, like not offset, but like different magnet. Let's see. Like, I hope the magnet wasn't placed in there wrong. No, it's fine. It's not like Fairyland that does like opposite, like two opposite ones. I don't think that was the case, because they both stick. It's just that one seemed to like push off to the side. So I'm not sure what that is all about. So anyway, there's the horns on the resin wig. And just to put this together, there are 3 magnets set into the resin wig. This is not a perfectly flush set that I'm getting here. It's close. I mean, resin wigs are probably pretty difficult to get perfectly flush. It looks pretty good on this side, actually. I don't know. Maybe it needs that space for the head inside. It's not perfect. There's like, let me take these horns off. And it's a big piece too. It's pretty heavy. The magnets work. They're, you know, bringing it together and holding the piece on, but there's definitely like gaps. You can see the light through there. But let's try it on her head and see what it looks like. All right, so let me take this apart and put this on the front. I guess it just kind of rests there. Maybe when you're putting it on. And then maybe it needs that gap for her ears. I don't know. Okay, so with the weight of this wig, or maybe because of the way she's strung. Oh, there we go. Now I got her head to face up. I don't know. It's kind of loose on there. It looks fantastic. Like, I'm sure when people begin to color these, it'll just be so striking because it's just another, like, you know, it's very anime, right? Like, it's a very anime style of hair, and it's always going to stay that way. It's never going to get out of place with like wigs do, but I don't know, it's kind of loose. Would it just, it can't pull off, so it wouldn't fall off, but that rattling would rattle me. Sorry, fun with words, right? Let's see how the horns look. So I'll just put her all together here. So horns, however you want them to be. That's nice because of the magnets. I guess for the most part, you can put them whatever direction you want. Let's put the tail in and see her all put together. If I can get this in here. It's not hard at all. You just have to make sure you get it so the notches go. All right, so there she is. Let's see if she stands up with all these heavy extra bits of resin on her. I'll move the hands aside. Scissors. All right, so here she is. She has her resin wig on. She has the resin horns on. She is kind of leaning forward now. Let me see if I can bring her back to more upright. Okay, there's the test, right? She stands up. She has a great shape. The resin is really nice and thick. Again, maybe the breastplate is still thin, but it's fine. It arrived just fine. I just don't quite get what the purpose of it would be, because I feel like if you were to turn her or like, you know, adjust her one way or the other, there's not a lot of design space there to move it, and I would just be afraid to crack it. So tail can move, horns can move to different shapes, and the leg and arm joints are definitely posable enough that you could do a bunch of different poses here. And even the feet, the hooves, you can kind of, you know, move left or right or whatever. So, I don't know, she's pretty darn cute. So she stands and she's there with, even with all this extra resin attached to her, right? That clear resin is just fantastic. I think whether you just lightly shaded it so that color could still get through, or if you, even if you chose to just paint it solid and cover up the resin, it would still be really cool. She's super cute. I really like her. She definitely has the big open eyes for like an anime style eye. I think she would be fun to make your own and do whatever kind of adorable face up you want. For the people who got multiple faces, that's pretty cool. I was just happy with just one big old smiley face. And I definitely wanted, I just fell in love with this big fluffy tail and these heeled feet. I didn't actually come across my little doll Pam Ruby with the heeled feet until after I bought her. And I got my doll Pam secondhand, but I was like, oh, they are kind of similar in design, so I think they're going to look really great together. So there you go. ShouShou doll Niko. This is going up on half an hour now. I always ramble with these things. Thank you so much for watching. Hit me up if you have any questions. And people who ordered through BJ Divas, I imagine your orders will be coming. If you ordered back in like June, July of 2020, I know they did a second order later, so those people, their orders might be coming later, but congrats to anybody who ordered her because she's just so darling. She's going to be fun to play around with. And one last thought, then I'll be done, I swear. I am really starting to appreciate resin dolls. I do love vinyl. I've gotten a few smart dolls. I've been lucky enough to grab a couple of those, and that is some really great quality. I just have been let down a little bit with Volks because I have older Delphi Dreams that they just don't support the frames anymore. They went to new frames, and it is just so disheartening to have a really super cute doll out and then her arm just falls off. And she's in an outfit that you have to like really struggle to get the arm back into the socket. So I appreciate the fact that there is no way that these arms are going to fall off, right? Because they're strung together. They cannot come apart. So I love that there are resin options for people who love anime style dolls with these bigger eyes. Because I still like that aesthetic, but I'm starting to gravitate towards resin, and they're super cute. So anyway, I'm done talking. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great dolly day. I am Berry Wings in many of the doll groups, or feel free to just comment on my video here, or send me any messages you have, any questions. I'll be happy to answer. Thanks for watching. Bye.